YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Yin Yang. I'm Jody. That's Andy. We already did the dice roll. The recording tripped out, but we have who's going to fight for one of these topics: fame or fortune. The Devil's Cube was rolled. It landed on Jay because we both agree that we would both have fortune, right?
Fortune, baby.
We want that money. So because me and Andy cannot agree here, this is a debate show. It's all about the art of the debate. I lost that cube, so I have to argue for fame is more coveted and what I would rather have more than fortune. Now, it's really about the argument, not about which one you would pick. That's what Yin Yang is all about. Swag Kage is the moderator that's going to be giving us the poll so we can look at the poll results live for you guys. So thank you, Swag Kage, in advance. So since I have the harder one, we're going to put 10 minutes on the clock. Andy's going to go first, then I'm going to go, and then we're going to have back and forth.
We both won rounds already, so this is it.
Yeah, this is for the win. This is for the win. So let's go ahead and put the 10 minutes on the clock.
I'll go first for you.
Andy's going first.
You got the harder one? Okay, here we go.
Go for it.
Look, whatever you're going to say doesn't matter because I can buy whatever you're going to say. It's kind of a hard argument to beat because fame comes with a lot of problems. Money, I mean, the biggest problem that comes with money is a lot of people asking for some money. So look, if I'm ultra rich, I give them some money and I go away. Or you know what? I just don't give them money and I live in a tower and tell them to F off and hire security to keep them away from me. Money will solve all the problems and give me the successes that fame will give me. So I don't know how you're going to come out of this, but I look forward to your debate and fighting you.
All right. So yeah, for me, it's fame. Because if you think about it, fame, not only are you famous and you're beloved by many people, fame also gets the fortune, baby. Duh. Sell your fame to ads. Kardashians did it. I could make all the money that Andy could make with his fortune off of my fame, but I have the fame and he's a nobody. Nobody knows him. And let me tell you why fame is more important. All of these Hollywood celebrities, these people who have all this money, a lot of them would trade it for fame because even the stars who won stars in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they have all this money now, but they don't have the fame. No one's checking for them. Nothing's worse than being a former famous person with a lot of money than not being popular anymore. I know for a fact that and that's exactly why a lot of these rappers come back and do albums. That's why a lot of these actors come and do shows. A lot of people want to be on features because they don't need the money. They want that fame. The fame is addictive. The social media, the followers, the praise. They love that idea. And not only can I get his fortune with my fame, but the fortunate people in life that we know of today are willing to trade their fortune just for a taste of the limelight again.
Those people have mental problems. They're very unhappy inside. Everything you just said sounds terrifying. You constantly have a target in your back. People are always wanting something from you. They think they're going to be and the other thing you said that was untrue is the fact that you said fame. It doesn't mean you're famous. You can be infamous and be famous. There's
no famous.
You need to be famous means you are known. It means you walk around, people go, "Oh my God, that's the person." Now you're right. You can sell your fame to make money.
That's right.
But it doesn't mean that fame will stay. Fame is fleeting, Jody.
Whoa. We're infinite fame.
No, I don't see any asterisks in famous.
So then you could lose your money in 2 years.
It's famous.
So you're going to go. So then my argument is you go broke.
Kato, Kaelin, and Pauly Shore are both famous. Are you going to tell me they're not?
I'm talking about Beyonce level of fame and built.
Do you know who Pauly Shore is?
Yes. I'm talking about Beyonce level of fame.
No. You don't get to just pick the Beyoncés. Those are rare.
What?
Fame is all fame.
The heck?
Fame is fame. And first of all,
secondly,
notice as soon as he said famous, he went strictly to the money because he's acknowledging that fortune is more important.
I'm taking your point away.
So forget your money. It doesn't come. We're talking about, is it better to be famous or rich? Not, I'm famous, so I get to be rich.
I can get your riches, but you cannot get my fame with your money.
Yeah, I can. I can buy all the attention in the world if that's what I so choose.
You will be broke. You will no longer be rich. And it still doesn't guarantee fame.
Still, you're making stipulations.
It still doesn't mean you'll be famous.
With money, if you're smart and you hire the right people, you'll make more money. If you invest the money correctly,
won't be famous.
You can continue to have that money. That is more important. That's what every famous person is becoming famous for, is to be rich. And the fame comes with a lot of problems. People who are going to use you, want you. I mean, they're going to do that with the rich. But what's nice about being rich is you can get away with maybe someone not knowing about it. You're not going to. You walk down the street and you don't have to be like Michael Jackson, where you're like, oh crap, I can't ever do anything normal. Being Beyonce would suck. Being Beyonce with money would be great. Imagine being Beyonce rich and you could walk around and do whatever the hell you wanted. That is the dream, and that's why fortune is better than fame. Every time she walks around as Beyonce, dude, that life sucks. The money is great, but the life she can literally never trust anyone in her circle. She can literally go nowhere without paparazzi taking a picture of her. Dude, that would get on that would get on anybody. That would suck.
Mm-hmm. So I guarantee you, if you ask Jay-Z and Beyonce right now, you could trade your relevancy and your fame right now for your bank account. They would deny it. Beyonce is not giving up that empire, the world domination, fame.
That's not
right. If you go to a famous and rich person, that's a great example.
You think
give up your riches or give up your fame?
Pauly Shore, who's famous, let's not lie, he's famous and he's not rich. You think he's going to give up? If you were like, hey, Pauly, here's $10 million, or here's a movie that's going to get you famous for a few years. What do you think he's going to pick?
You'll take the movie.
Dude needs to pay bills. Dude's probably got
the
family.
movie does pay bills. So here's how I'm going to go. If I go to a rich and famous person like Beyonce and I say, I will take away your fame or I will take away your money, Beyonce's going to say, empty my account, because at her fame, she could get the money back. And that's why fame is always going to be better than fortune. You cannot get your fame back once your fame is gone. Like Beyonce, I'll take your money.
That's
you have your.
You just proved Pauly Shore is still famous,
bro. No, I'm not saying he ain't nowhere near. I'm talking about Beyonce's out here, bro.
Dude, but there are only so many Beyoncés,
and there's only bro. Half this chat don't even know who Pauly Shore is.
So you're telling me you're winning this debate because you picked someone who's both famous and rich,
and I'm taking away one. And which one would they take away?
Everybody's going to pick the rich over the fame, is what we're arguing about. You keep trying to win by picking someone.
Thank you.
But you're picking one. No, because you're picking someone who has both. But I'm saying.
So which one would you give up?
Jody, strip the rich part of you out and say just fame. The question is fame or fortune, not fame and fortune or fortune. That's what you're doing here. It's a stupid
That's not
argument.
what I'm doing.
You're saying, well, of course I win because I got both.
It's the same.
No. The debate is fame or fortune.
Fame
and fortune versus fortune.
Andy, my argument is they're not semantics. You love that word.
Famous.
You love that word.
Someone you've never heard of is rich. Who would you rather be, Jody?
I would argue that Pauly Shore is not famous.
Who would you rather be?
He's not famous.
The person who's no longer famous, but you know who he is.
He's not famous though.
Money, you don't know who he is.
He's not famous. He's not famous. I'm just taking. He's not famous.
Who do you want to pick that's not rich? That's famous.
There's a
stupid debate.
That's not rich. That's famous. You can't, because fame buys riches.
David Arquette.
You just proved my point. You said, Jody, pick out a person. You said, Jody, tell me a person that has money, that is fame, but not rich. You can't, because they don't exist. Because famous people get riches.
Jody, this is the stupidest thing. Of course, people are famous that aren't rich. Of course, people are famous that aren't rich.
Give me one.
Stars,
Give me one.
Bachelor, people on The Bachelor. Snooki is famous. Paris Hilton.
Snooki is balling. Paris is balling.
These are famous people.
They're rich.
What is this?
You're naming rich people. The Bachelor, that ain't fame.
Want to go to Celebrity Network?
The Bachelor is not fame. Please, Snooki, she became a celebrity. She became a thing.
The Bachelor is the perfect example because they are famous.
Bro, they are replaced year after year.
Do you know who's famous to me? Joe Millionaire. Remember him? He was a huge Fox star.
He's not famous. He's not famous.
Fame
is something that...
Is Monica Lewinsky famous?
Monica Lewinsky?
Yeah, do you know who that is?
Sure, she's famous.
Yeah. Is she rich?
We're talking about fame.
Famous. Is she rich?
Are you talking about people that know?
You're proving my point, and you're not arguing.
You're talking about people who know you for a blowjob versus real fame? What is this?
Fame is no. What is the definition of fame, Jody?
Beloved.
No.
Popular.
Not the definition of fame.
All right. What's fame? Look up fame right now. Popular, beloved, looked up to.
No, it means no. Well, no.
Bullshit. I'm challenging that right now. Look it up.
Known about by many people. That's what the definition of famous is, Jody. Thank you.
Here we go.
Do you want to correct yourself? The question is, would you rather be known by people and be famous or be rich? The argument is, well, I'm going to be rich and famous. No shit. Who the hell wouldn't pick that?
Fame is the quality of being well known and in the public eye.
Yeah. That's the same
Monica
thing.
Lewinsky ain't in nobody's public eye. She was a short window.
Dude,
Miss me.
She is famous.
She ain't famous then. No, not by this definition. Fame, no, not by the definition. No.
Dude, she's producing a show right now.
She's not in the public eye. She's not in the
show. Dude, how many Twitter followers do you think she has?
How many Twitter followers does the janitor who's in the back shot of a Trump picture have?
Followers.
What does that mean?
Your argument that only Beyonce is famous is ridiculous.
You're trying to sell me on a seasoned contestant of The Bachelorette to real fame like Beyonce, like Lady Gaga.
Do you feel like TED Talks speaker Monica Lewinsky?
All right, fine, okay. All right. So if we're talking about
a million followers,
all right,
very relevant, has given TED Talks,
all right,
and you're telling me she's not famous.
All right, so
my point is,
if we're going by what you say, it's Rich's win. I lost because then. If you could just name any one-hit wonder that was famous for 6 months and say they're famous because that one little winner, come on, man, that's not. That's not what we're talking about.
Would you rather be Beyonce, who's mega rich and famous, or this rich
guy?
Bro,
you hitting me with reality stars. I'm talking about real superstar status, bro.
Even if you're going, would you rather be Beyonce, rich and famous, or this guy? I'd still pick Beyonce because it's most likely that level's too rich. It's like. She could never not.
Time. Knock Shadow said, check that Cash App.
I don't know how you. Beyonce is like at a level where it's like, how do you beat that? You don't.
Knock Shadow, $25. He says, fame inspires us, gives us hope like superheroes.
There you go. That was the argument. Because to me, someone who's famous.
Thank you, Knock Shadow.
Inspiring, but the problem is, or would you rather have the money? That is the argument.
All right.
You keep on Beyonce.
Thank you, Knock Shadow. You got it. Nah, you got it. If we're gonna talk about if we're using fame as one hit reality show superstars, Monica Lewinsky's, bro, I'm not. You give me nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I was talking about superstar fame, real legitimate fame that is consistent and huge. But if you're talking about Monica Lewinsky, I have to take the L.
How about Kenan Thompson?
Who's that?
SNL. He's been on for like 20 years.
I don't watch Saturday Night Live. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, him. Yeah.
Low level.
I know him. Yeah.
In the current event, he's every week. People talk about him.
All right, what about him?
Show brewing, but dude's not like rich.
He is rich.
Well,
he's rich.
He's richer than us, but he's not Beyonce.
He's not Beyonce, but he's rich though.
So would you rather be Kenan, or would you rather be a guy who's a billionaire and go do whatever he wants and have the money?
How are you going to compare a billionaire to Kenan Thompson? Good burger.
Right? You would pick the money, right?
You got to pick a fame that's on the level of the riches. So we're talking Bill Gates. I got to go Gaga, Beyonce, stuff like that. Diddy. You can't say Bill Gates money to Kenan from SNL. Who wants that?
Complicated. You're right. You're adding talent. It's like, would you rather be talented or rich? Might be a better question.
Whatever it is, I think I lost that sheet. That's it.
Kenan is. There it is.
I know who Kenan is. We don't need to go into the final minute. We're just going to roll with this and let the voters vote. Swag Kage. I try to put up a good fight, though. Hey, the debate, though. It's about that debate. Swag Kage.
You tried to do. You're like, yeah, well, rich and famous is clearly better than rich.
I didn't say that.
I would still argue being famous isn't as good as being rich. I mean, if taking the argument away as they're voting, I feel like being famous would be scary.
You took my whole argument away of fame could buy you riches. But if I'm Monica Lewinsky famous, I ain't getting no riches, bro.
She's doing it. She sold a show.
She ain't doing shit.
She's richer than us.
She lives. Yeah, of course. We ain't rich at all. Like, bro, like we're still slumming it.
She's doing okay. She's writing for Vanity Fair.
She probably got a little house somewhere and it ain't in LA.
She got screwed, by the way.
She shouldn't have blew the president. Cheated on his wife.
She didn't tell anybody.
Doesn't matter. She had an affair with a married man. She's a whore.
Linda Tripp made that deal and did that, and she wasn't going to tell anybody. She did a consensual thing that she wanted to do. She's a homewrecker, sure.
She's a homewrecking whore.
But I think whore's harsh. But
whore's not harsh. You gave him below fellatio in the Oval Office, bro.
But she didn't want to. And then the one lady made it public and destroyed her life. And so why isn't Bill? Why? But is Bill? Would you agree? Bill Clinton's also a whore?
Yeah, Bill Clinton is despicable for doing that.
Call them both whores.
Yeah, he's despicable.
Back then.
All right, the polls in the chat. Let's go check.
Back then, nobody called him the whore. They called her the whore. That was what made it bad.
Let's check it out. This is gonna be so bad. I can already feel this shit. Let me see. And then we're looking at the poll now. And so far, we got Andy's in the lead.
Would you rather have money only or fame only? Even if beyond who's winning.
Oh, well, come
Would you
on.
rather be known
Then
as
it's
famous
money. Then it's money.
or known for having money?
Then it's money. All day. It's money all day.
That's what I thought the argument was going to be.
Heck no. Because I know fame could get that money. I know it can.
Well, no, but it doesn't get it. Beyonce gets talent.
If you're talking about Monica Lewinsky, that's how you're killing me. I was not talking about Monica Lewinsky.
But by definition of famous, isn't Pauly Shore famous?
No, he ain't famous.
He's not famous anymore.
He was famous.
You know who he is.
Yeah, but that's me. Half
The problem with fame, as I said, it's fleeting. Nobody lasts. It's Beyonce's are the ones that last.
Nobody lasts.
And Madonna, Tom Hanks. Like, you got to be that level of famous where you're like, damn, that's not famous. That's like, they're like gods.
Well, that's why I said Bill Gates. I threw God tier riches. Why can't I get God tier fame? I said Bill Gates.
Yeah, but it's like you want to be the owner of a sports team or something that you don't even know who it is, who just gets to have all that money.
Man, Steve Ballmer is the owner of the Clippers. He be in them seats doing backflips for attention. He's mad that his billions don't mean nothing. That's why he bought the Clippers, for fame. These fools want to be seen.
That's the reality. Most rich people try to buy it.
And Yin and Yang goes to Andy. He got the W, man. There it is. Congratulations, Andy. You got the dub. That god dang Monica Lewinsky. What the heck? That shit crazy. All right, man. Thank you guys so very much for watching this episode of Yin and Yang. This has been fire. Put down in the comment section what you guys think. Do you think that Andy did me dirty with the Monica Lewinsky? I want to know. Put down in the chat. I wasn't expecting that to come out. All right, guys. That's it for us. Thank you, guys. We out.